Hey everyone, Siren here with the Fragdolls along with Days and a very special guest. We pretty much just crashed your pad, technically. We are here with Jeromy Doc Adams talking all things Extra Life. How are you doing?
I'm good, but you guys brought squirt guns and all kinds of fun into this place. We were all falling asleep and then you guys showed up and everything's fantastic all of a sudden, so everything's great. It's good to have you guys here.
Thank you. Now, we got to talk about first thing first. I mean, Extra Life is such a huge initiative that I know you've started, and we just want to know, where did everything come from? How did you start from the floor up?
So Extra Life started in memory of Victoria Enman. Tori was 15 years old when leukemia took her life in Houston, Texas at Texas Children's Hospital. After she passed away, it was actually at her funeral that I kind of made the decision that I wanted to do more and just kind of throw my life at this. And I ended up joining the Radiothon team at Children's Miracle Network Hospitals while also creating, through a community that I created called Sarcastic Gamer, this event called Extra Life. And our goal was to let gamers do the things they like to do, just like people who run and walk and that sort of thing. I walk, but I don't walk intentionally for long distances or anything like that. Why can't gamers do the things that they love to do, like bicyclists and stuff? And so we couldn't think of a good answer to that, except they can. And so we did, and it turned out really well. And the first year, our community raised, in conjunction with a lot of other communities, $120,000, and then the next year, $170,000. And in that period of time, as I mentioned, I went to work for CMN Hospitals. And I realized that the core tenet of it is that the money should stay in the community it was raised in. Not 50 cents of it, the whole thing. Every bit of the money that's raised should stay in that community. And so in 2010, I donated the intellectual property of Extra Life to Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. And with an agreement with our CEO that we would work together to grow Extra Life and grow Tori's legacy. And it has grown. In year 3, it raised $500,000. The next year, $1 million. Next year, $2 million. This past year, despite the DDoS attacks and stuff that took the site down 9 times, we raised $4.1 million. And by we, I simply mean all of my fellow Extra Lifers. And this is a 43,000 person effort.
And it's crazy how much that you guys have grown. You know, over the years, it's an amazing story, and it's something that I think is just going to get bigger and bigger every year after. How did you start? I know you were a part of Sarcastic Gamer. How did you envision gamers really, kind of making a mark and kind of changing, trying to help people out?
Well, I mean, I feel like gamers have have this stereotype that's starting to erode now. It's starting to go away. For a while, though, we were all men. Right? And then we were all men that were pasty in mom and dad's basement, antisocial beings. It turns out there's a couple girls that do this thing as well. Like half of us are women. Actually, 2/3 of this couch are women. I don't know if you guys, I just did a survey. We have some of the biggest social networks on the planet. We're connected to more, we have more friends than you, actually, if you're not a gamer. And you know what? No one was asking us to help with anything, really. Child's Play definitely helped pave the road for charity in the gaming space, but no one was really asking us to activate our networks for good, and so we decided to do that, and we started off making a fundraiser, and we ended up creating a community that is an aggregate of lots of communities.
How does this money help the children in hospitals?
That's a really great question. So the money stays local. That's number one. So when you raise $1 in Kansas City, it's going to stay in Kansas City to help local kids. So that's number one. The use of the funds is pretty interesting because we could say, okay, Extra Life is all about just curing cancer, which is very special to me because that's what took my friend's life, and so but that wouldn't help a hospital in the middle of Texas, a little tiny hospital. They may not have cancer research happening there, but they need a neonatal intensive care unit. So it's really about the needs of the hospital and that community. So in some places, we're helping babies that are born the size of a cell phone make it to day 2, 4, and 8 of life. In that case, and that's what our Extra Lifers do. In Philadelphia, our gamers might be helping literally turn the corner on leukemia with some of the innovations that are happening there. So it just really, there are also hospitals like in Oakland, where this is a hospital, the charity care that Oakland has to provide to that community. I mean, the amount of people that don't have insurance that need that hospital is mind-blowing. And so the funds might be used in that way there. So it really is a matter of what the community needs. We don't believe in one size fits all. We believe that the money should stay local and it should be used for what the hospital deems it most important to use at that time.
And I think that's one of the reasons why we jumped on board is because we got to pick the hospital that it went to, which was our local hospital. So we felt we were making a difference in our community, which is what you guys can do at home right now. What's the easiest way for people to jump on board and start helping with this?
I'm glad you asked that. We want you to come by our website, extra-life.org. It takes about 2 minutes to sign up. And I know that you get hit with this type of thing a lot. Like, people get asked for money. You can't go to the store without somebody asking you for $1 or something. So important to know, we're not asking you for money. You do not have to give 1 cent. Your best thing you can actually do is to join Extra Life. That said, this is a moment for you watching this to take a leap of faith. It's not going to hurt you anything to try to register for Extra Life. Pick your hospital, learn a little bit about it. If it's not for you after that, totally understood. But why not just take a little bit of a leap of faith here? They can't be wrong, and just join a growing community of people that like to have fun and help kids. Who doesn't want to do that?
And it's really easy. You sign up, you select your hospital, and you can get donations. You can stream. You can ask your friends, your family. You can go out and get other people to sign up so they can start recruiting for their neighborhoods. And that's really the biggest difference that's going to help.
So did you guys, let me ask you, I'm going to interview you now.
All right.
So what made you guys decide to pick Extra Life? There's a lot of things out there. I would like to know why specifically Extra Life was the thing that you picked. We'll start here.
I think the biggest reason why, number one, is we're gamers and being a part of a family. I think Extra Life, that's really what it is. It's a family. It doesn't matter if it's someone in New York, Texas, going up to Seattle, we all are exactly the same. And being able to really help, the kids is something that, I grew up in a family of 8. I have little brothers and sisters, and my family's been affected. So it just hits home for me.
And we actually had a community lead on this, which was Saber of the Frag Dolls, who really did the research on you guys, and she fell in love with this and showed us all about you guys.
Did you guys hear any stories from the people that gave to you last year that encouraged you? Was there anybody that gave a donation and then said something with that kind of made you feel like reinforced that what you were doing was a good thing?
It's funny because now a lot of the gamers that we interact with are probably closer in our age now, but when they were younger, I actually have a lady that donated. She didn't donate a lot. She didn't have a lot. She didn't come. She gave what she did, and it makes every difference. But when she was younger, she actually was affected by cancer. And when she was younger, she didn't have anybody. Her family, they didn't have the money, and it really put her family in debt. And she's like, I gotta give because no one was there for me. And she's like, I gotta be there I gotta be there now, and make a difference.
So I just want to say one more time thank you to you guys for everything that you and your community have done to support our hospitals. Frag Dolls have been a part of our puzzle for a big piece of our puzzle for a long time, and every year you just take it to the next level and the next level. And if there's anything we can do to support you, or if there's anything we can do to repay this that you guys have given us, we will. But just thank you to you and your community, obviously, for everything you guys have done. And I hope this year, consider making a donation, but even more important, join the team.
Yep.
Because this is something you guys can all do together as a community and really kind of do something even bigger.
And I like you said that join the team. We're trying to get everybody to join our team. That's what we want this year. And thank you guys so much for donating to our Frag Dolls team page. But this year you're gonna get on it. You're gonna join us. You're gonna help us, and we're gonna recruit as many people.
Listen, or she'll squirt you with a squirt gun.
We're gonna try to recruit as many people as we can. So thank you so much for sitting down with us and talking to us. We're gonna be here all year until December, very end. We're gonna get as much as we can. Sound good? Yes.
Oh, I thought that was for me.
No, for all of us.
I intercepted a high five.